Hey, hey, hey. How you guys doing? Just making sure that this is all together. Winds of Fortune. I think today is the day that Winds of Fortune is going down. So I think it's the last day, actually, that Winds of Fortune is winding down is tomorrow, actually. So I'll be probably... I was thinking about doing it today. I'm still kind of in the air. Um, yeah, why not? Or should I save it? I'll save it for Vanguard. Yeah, Vanguard Day. I think Thursday's the new Vanguard. There's a mega patch coming up Thursday that they've released half the patch notes to, and it's not a bad thing. So don't take this the wrong way. It's actually a really good thing. It's a huge patch. I'm still in my PvP build. We had ROE last night. I'll never do really Rite of Exile on here unless like I just have to. The reason being is I don't want to alienate my clan members. You know what I'm saying? You don't alienate your clan members. Damn it. That way, in Discord that is. So seasonal Prodigy Pass reminder. That means they're gonna have a new Prodigy Path going in 14 days, which is good. I told you guys, like, this is the most annoying spot is just the red dot of doom, you know. I might have them gone most of the day. So during the beginning of the cycle, like when the Immortal changes, you never want to do what I'm doing. You can send one, but you want to run the other two. After the first week, it's a-okay to do what I'm doing, which is send them to do all of it. I hate that it does it. Like, how can you like not pluck it out and not read it is my point. Okay, so Cyclist Drive. I'm betting, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, I understand how betting goes. Yeah, I'm still sick. I'm not 100%, but I'm getting there. I'm trying to pick up some hours at work, but it's apparently deader than hell there, I think's the localized term. And so there's that. I didn't get to finish my event either, which kind of pissed me off. A little upset at myself that I didn't finish that event that I was working on last week. The moon sliver event. Can't remember the name of it, but they just ended it. So we're supposed to be getting, from what I understand, we're supposed to be getting Survivor's Bane back. I'll have to check. Oh damn, that's nice. I'll have to look at that. Damn. Server reset's been good to me. Except for on Arma. He didn't give me nothing. Alright, so this says it's a triple, but how? When, well, it's Fort and Willpower, and there's a definite upgrade on the stats. And so should show this as a 25. Yeah, there's no way I'm beating that. No. And that's from last season, by the way. I've not replaced that piece. That's from running Vanguard last season. I didn't run it when I hit 700. I tend to shy away from Vanguard. I didn't like last season. I thought it was... I didn't think the map was as good, nor were the builds for the map, ultimately. They had like this really good tanky build, but it had like no damage output. You know, it was okay. Like the survivability on it was like insane, but the survivability was butthole at best. I'll say it. It was butt at best. Well, thank God. I mean, 44,500 or 45,500. This has literally like been the worst I've seen in a while. And again, it has nothing to do with like me taking breaks or anything like that. It's just the worst I've seen it. I'm literally 4 levels away from being Paragon level, if that tells you guys anything. And I'm starting the week. It's one of the very few times you guys will see me with a green bar. I need to actually change my build real quick. Alright. So, looks like I'll be unlocking another legendary ability to go along with these here in a minute. It's like they took the Paragon trees and they redid them last year, which was great. You know what I'm saying? Like, they made sense. And then they added these legendary abilities, which didn't make any sense. And then all of a sudden, they made sense again. So, I don't know. It's Blizzard. It's not a bad thing. Okay, so don't take it that way. Blizzard does what they can do. You know what I'm saying? Right, let's get moving. I was thinking about, like I said, I was thinking about using my double XP today, but I think I might save it for Vanguard Day, which will be, I think Thursday will be the last day of the event, so I can get double drops on the Vanguard loot and my, my gems. I should have done it last night, but I was so tired. Like, we got with the servers being like, the server won't fix itself until because right now I think it's noon, 1 o'clock my time, and it's only 10 o'clock server time, so the server's 3 hours off, and it shouldn't be. You know what I'm saying? Because it's a West Coast server, so they have to fix it Thursday, and I think that's going to take them some time. Oh, good, Fallen. These are my favorite. Actually, it's an easy quest. You just continue to kill stuff. I think that they've lessened the auto attack timer, something to that extent. Like the amount that it can be pushed down. There we go. Alright, let's get to the next part. Kill the tree guys. And turn it in. This is not nearly going to be as complicated as yesterday's was. Yesterday's was the result of literally me logging in, or I'm sorry, Saturday's episode was the result of me logging in and sleep, because I, been sick all week and I had 24 bounties to do. It gets bad sometimes, and that's just, like I said, that's taking 3 days off, literally, like, of gaming is that's what happens. You miss out on some of the events for the day. And I did log in and I did send my guys on their shadow quests and stuff like that. And then I went right back to sleep. You know what I'm saying? I just didn't have I didn't have the energy when I wasn't streaming for you guys to, want to do anything else. I'm pretty sure you guys wouldn't have changed over to watch me do some stinking video about. Oop. Can you make it? Can you make it? Can you make it? Oh, he didn't make it. I don't have clones on Oda. As a matter of fact, all of my gear is pretty much goofy too right now. I'll do the same thing on Ray Ray, because again, I like to keep them kind of even. You know what I'm saying? Ray Ray will always be behind, almost always be behind Oda. I can, like I said, there's maybe 2 times in the history that Oda was behind Ray Ray. Once when I took a break from playing Crusader because um, I think it was around the time they broke Shimmer monks that everybody jumped on, all the monks jumped on the Crusader bandwagon, and yeah, it just became a mess. I didn't want to, you know, it was strange because like I was like literally the only Crusader for a while, and so you know, like not the only, but you know, one of the good ones. And then all of a sudden, the Well started doing the transfers over class changes from Monk, and then you know, I wasn't getting selected for anything because you know, they were looking at resonance and not course game, you know, game ability, which ultimately bit them in the ass because you know they didn't have enough stick time with the class. They didn't have enough essences with the class in order to do anything. So the only thing they were these just giant balls of resonance, and with no skills, no skills, no essence levels, no nothing. It was just terrible. And they learned their lesson that week. That team ended up, or that room wound up losing ROE that week. That they pulled me out of because they put somebody else in that had a touch higher resonance than me, but had no stick time on Crusader. And they were like, "Yeah, skill can take you. It's all about skill." You know what I'm saying, to a certain point. Now, like, had those guys been, say, 9K, 8K resonance, 9K resonance, then there's no way I could have outplayed that. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's a point where you're human, and that's what's so lovely about this game. There's a point of where your human ability um, is undermined by the math in the game, and it becomes psychological at that point. And I think that a lot of people don't understand that, or even what I'm meaning. They beat you down in this game on purpose to make you feel like your character or you are not good enough to play this game. You know what I'm saying? So it fools you into buying things. So what that means is like sometimes you'll get into like a rigged um, challenge dungeon. All right, and this is a good example. You get into a rigged challenge dungeon, and what I mean is like there are some of the affixes on the dungeons that are just absolutely impossible for low res players. You see what I'm saying? Like absolutely impossible, and it's a good, and it happens. You know what I'm saying? It's like not all the time, but I can guarantee you like almost 10% of your dungeons you'll never, you know, if you're a low res player, you won't complete 10% of your dungeons. And the reason why you won't complete 10% of your dungeons is the fact that certain affixes are there to challenge the whales. And so if you go in on a random party and you are low resonance and you get a low resonance party, you typically end up suffering because of it, because of the fact that you know you don't have enough damage output to kill the boss before the boss's enrage timer hits, and it ends up wiping the entire party, or worse, it leaves the one person standing to um, kill a boss that has 500,000,000 hit points. And so you're out there cranking for 5, 6, 7 minutes on a boss when the dungeon itself, you could have ran that dungeon on normal mode in 5 to 10 minutes twice. You see what I'm saying? So it's not exactly the challenge dungeons. I think right now are pretty wicked, and they show the disparity between the gaps in resonance. And it's the same thing like challenge rifts. Challenge rifts are set up the same way. If you don't have the secondaries to support, you're not going to go very far in challenge rifts. I can promise, you know what I'm saying? I can promise anybody that if you're not paying attention to your secondaries and upgrading them properly, you're going to be sucking wind. And that's just a the way that I have always put people, to people. Is like, look, your secondaries are, you're limited to, I think, 121 a week, which, you can do a lot with, but you can only farm out so many of those gems, and you get them for free. You know what I'm saying? And a 1K player with like 5K resonant or 5K secondary stats can do a lot of damage. Like a lot of damage. Like a blissful amount. We'll put it that way. So it's why, like, when we talk to a lot of our players, like our low res players and our mid res players, that's what makes them successful. So the Gust Towers. That's what makes them successful is their fact that they've tended to their secondary gems more so than they cared about their resonance gems. And if you're a new player, it's why do I not? I feel like I did not build. I didn't. I've been talking to you guys, and I've completely and utterly screwed my build up, and that's okay. I can fix this. I was like, it just doesn't feel like I have enough energy. I should have been able to upgrade like that almost right out of the starting gate, but I can't. You know what I'm saying? And I can't upgrade that either. That little stun. You see how he rounded that corner real quick when I came around, and that was the result of having, low. Uh, okay, now I got to go down to south and build those towers that I just built. So that only lasted, a few points, but every little bit matters when you're trying to upgrade everything. But I am excited about the new patch notes and the new patch itself. I think that we're missing a lot of content. You see what I'm saying? Like, I'm not saying it's a bad thing, and I'm actually on time with this, so I'm not stressing. It's not killing me. Um, so to put it lightly, the game needs a refresh every now and again, you know, to keep it from getting stale and um, adding new features or treating the world like it's a living world, like they do. Like the events in it do affect what happens. Uh, to it is what in the way that it does in an MMO is something that's definitely valued by our us the players. As a player, I am like happy with this game. Finally, like 100% happy. But as a player too, I can also sit there and say that I do worry sometimes about the health of a game. And I can say that I've never really had to say, "Oh man, like I think that Diablo Immortal is dying." It's never been um, it's never been something that has ever even been considered to be uttered out of my mouth. It's like the state of the game itself is it's in really good shape as far as players go and the player base and the clans and stuff like that. Like it is super super active. So I may have just screwed up, but that's okay. I'll fix it. I think I put the Gust Towers in the wrong place. Nope. Yeah, I'm behind on my build, but that's okay because we can fix it. You can always fix it. I'm not too behind to the point that it's going to affect my towers. But yeah, the quality has gone up. They are constantly implementing, new builds, new abilities. It's been a wonderful trek with this game, and honestly, as far as I'm concerned, I can't complain. And even if I did, nobody would listen. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody would be like, "Screw you, Rick." No, there's really nothing to complain about. It boils down to sustainability, honestly. And with the player base that the game has, I mean, there's still clans competing. in Shadow Wars, and it's still a dogfight every week, just about, in the top ranks. So, I can't speak for every server, but I can speak for ours. Ours is not dead. It's far from it. It's still hyper competitive. So, um, and I think a lot of that, tends to, like, the company that you keep. And I've been to a few servers, what I'm saying, and the reason why I stayed here is because the environment itself is super, super, super duper friendly. Like, I don't feel like it's too elitist, if it, for lack of a better word. Like, the elitism in this game is not as um, prevalent as it is in, say, World of Warcraft or any other MMO that you come across. So, if you're looking for a um, game that has a lesser toxic environment, this game is pretty good. Now, does it have a toxic environment at times? Yeah, man, people argue. You know what I'm saying? There's a public chat. People are going to have differences of opinions, and people are going to talk about things in public that are very, um, what's the word I'm looking for? They're not things that you typically talk about in public. So, and so your online experience may vary based on your server, and based on any remnants of the beginning of this game that are left over. Because the beginning of this game was entirely toxic, and there still are some, toxic players out there. But um, most of you guys in clans have already taken that situation and honestly, helped the community by getting rid of those players, and we didn't want them. You know what I'm saying? And we told everybody the same thing. Like, we don't take toxic players, and people can facilitate their excuses to, oh well, it's just mental health care. Dude, I have mental health issues, and I seem to have better control than most folks. And keeping my mouth shut, knowing, reading the room when it comes to things. There's other people that they've let themselves, or they've allowed themselves to spiral out of control, and that's what you see a lot of, is the people that are spiraling out of control. Like, they're on the border, and this is like all online games. Like, I've seen it with Xbox too. Like, they're on the border of a fucking breakdown, and all they do is they use video games to accentuate their aggravation towards everybody in the world, and it's stupid. It really is. I'm not a big fan of the toxicity in games, but unfortunately, um, now that we're starting to get a cross play era of going, it's, like, us PC players are encountering it more and more with cross play console players. Because again, like, there's some I guess there's some unwritten rules with PC players. Like, for the majority of us, I'm not going to say like every single one of us follows unwritten rules, but like, there's just some guidelines that we all have. Like, we talk about, like, treating each other fairly, and not um, you know, not trying to be as dramatic and trying to work things out. And we find, like, it's easier, like, to work with a clan whose, clan lead is like a seasoned PC gamer than it is to deal with a mobile player or somebody who's, there's no game console players on this game yet. Uh, we would like, we would welcome, it'd be welcome if Xbox and PlayStation players were all invited, but they're not. Unfortunately, this game ain't there yet. I have a feeling it will be, though. At some point, I think it'll take off. If this game ever came to PlayStation um, or Xbox, Sony and Microsoft would make a good amount of money with Blizzard and NetEase in this. You know what I'm saying? But I think a lot of it has to deal with, like, agreements. You know what I'm saying? Like, payment processing agreements. Because like, you can't, like, Microsoft is gonna ultimately gain, because they own the IP. So like, Blizzard Activision, Microsoft Blizzard Activision, or NetEase are going to make the bundle of the profits. So for them to release this on Xbox would be nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like literally nothing for them. But for them to release this on PlayStation, Sony would have to get a cut of PlayStation's, numbers before Sony would ever, consider putting this on there. And that's what it is. It's literally, it boils down to, Microsoft would have to, give Sony like a good chunk of the revenue that, that they, coming out of their pocket in order for them to make this game, come to Sony. So like for every Sony player that made a purchase of orbs or something like that, Microsoft would legitimately be taking a loss because they're not. I mean, they're gaining money, and of course they're gaining money from Sony. But in comparison to like selling to a PC player or to an even an Xbox player, because again, it's a Microsoft console. Um, like they're having to divide the money with Sony, so that's where you kind of, run into licensing rights issues. The other part is that like the game is not 100% accessible with with a controller. It's about 95% accessible with a controller. The other 5% is like chatting, and there are some other small, it's just tiddly stuff that you do need your mouse and keyboard for, what I'm saying, or your smartphone for. So I think like they would have to, on certain things they would have to, dumb down the translation, but it does work. The game itself does work with a Xbox or a PlayStation controller. So that has been tested. We know for a fact because that's actually on the list of um, controllers you're allowed to use in this game is the PlayStation 4 controller, DualShock controller, and the fact that I helped somebody set one up too. You know what I'm saying? Because they were supposed to buy an Xbox controller, but they don't know nothing about game consoles, so they bought a PlayStation controller, which was just as good. You know what I'm saying? I was like, oh, it works. It's got a mouse on it. It'll work. And so that's, of course, Blizzard put out a post that it works, but, learning how to sync it up and stuff like that to the PC was a little bit more difficult. And Sony's becoming less rigid with PC players. As a matter of fact, right now, the only thing that's keeping Sony alive is PC players. Believe it or not, that's a mighty fact. PC players are buying Sony's library that they have on Steam like crazy. All the Spider-Man games, you know what I'm saying? Like all those games are, they're coming to PC. They're coming to PC, and Sony's just like kicking themselves in the ass saying, why didn't we do this earlier? We would have made, a killing if we would have just released our IP to, PC players earlier. So, it's kind of nice. It's kind of nice to hear Sony fold like that. The big, honestly, and Sony's not nearly as bad as Nintendo. Nintendo will not play ball with you. They won't play ball with anybody other than Nintendo. So, for those of you Switch users, would this game run on Switch? Oh hell yeah, like easily run on Switch. It's really it's not a demanding game, as far as like your PC goes, but it will not, because again, it's all about licensing. Nintendo eShop or whatever they call it now, the Nintendo Store is, like there's no way that they can sell you, you know what I'm saying, like extra stuff, which is, again, if you take a look, where's Diablo 4 on Switch? It didn't, you know what I'm saying? I don't think it ever came out on Switch. Let me Google that. I might be wrong, but I don't think Vessel of Hatred came out on Switch. I'm gonna Google that because I don't own a Switch. So let me Google this real quick. All right, and we'll see. I might be wrong. You know what I'm saying? But I only thought that it was Xbox and PC exclusive. All right, let's look. See, that's the release date, but it does. That's the actual. Let's see if they sell it. Yeah, so there's no official announcement of a Nintendo version. They're considering for the next gen Switch, and again, it goes down to the hardware, and the Switch is not enough to run D4. The other problem that you run into is again like Nintendo's licensing tactics. Oh damn, that's a lot. Nintendo's licensing tactics, which have remained unchanged since they were fighting Sony. That's no, that is not an upgrade. 2325, 2320. That is an upgrade, but it's a downgrade too. I can't say that I would get rid of the other two stats. So again, you got to read your lucky diamonds. The other weapon is basically almost the same. Like incremental, like tiny little damage output, but the CR boost was, it was worth, handling. But yeah, getting back to which tower? Oh, they've secured it already. Apparently, none. All right, good. So we're gonna move over to Ray Ray and we're gonna continue this conversation. And like I said, it all boiled down to the fact that the Switch just did not have enough muscle to play D4, and the fact that the shop, I think, for the Battle Pass and the cosmetics, I think, would have been an issue for Nintendo. Because again, anything that is regulated by Nintendo wants, IP control of. That's why like D3 took a little bit longer for the Switch originally. Like the first gen Switch, because they had to actually dumb D3 down in order to play on Switch. And this is a fact. It was killing the batteries. Diablo 3 was killing the batteries on the Switch like insanely fast. So they patched it to dumb down the graphics a bit, and by a bit I mean like a bit. It was really cartoony versus PC, which it was already cartoony. So so for you Switch owners, would this game play on Switch? Yes. It is designed similarly to Diablo 3 as far as the graphics are concerned. I think D3 might have a little more intense graphics, but it would be, to me, it would be an easy port to the Nintendo Switch, because it's not a heavy running game. If you'll excuse me, I gotta do my weekly, freakly, try to recruit people into a clan. Okay, so he's decent. Invite to Dark Clan. He'll probably decline it. Shanghai, Magnetar, and Father Time. Snowstorm. Let's see what you've got. Okay, yes. Invite to Dark Clan. Alright. I'm almost positive he's probably a whale or an alt account. No, 2 though. Alt account. This one I think I might have invited before. The Muffin Man. Yeah, he ain't coming. Elias. Clan Dark Intentions. See, people like this, if you're a higher rank, it used to be able to, you'd be able to invite them, but I think they shut that off. And these are all people that looks like it's the same warband. See, they're in Mythic Vanguard, who is an ally of ours. They've got a returner's boost. That's their reso. I typically, if they're close to, if a player to me for recruitment purposes, all right, each clan is different. Like B team does not recruit like I'm recruiting right now. You see what I'm saying? Like I look at the resonance of a player for the simple fact that it tells me that they've been spending. You see what I'm saying? But I don't look at it to the point of like how much they've spent. I look at it at the point of, are they close to 1,000 resonance, which is really low resonance. Okay, that's really low resonance because there's like 12,000 resonance in the game right now. As it stands, it'll change. It'll go up within the next 6 months. It'll go up, promise you. So when you start recruiting people, I don't think anybody joined, which is okay. Yeah, nobody joined. When you start recruiting people, it changes, like dynamically changes to basically help out with the clan and allow you to recruit more people. The higher up that you get on the leaderboard. So like your leader, and again, like fuck, I don't have enough of those to do shit with. So when you look at the leaderboards, your leaderboard helps your recruitment as long as you don't cap out. So like as long as you're sitting at 99 out of 100, you will always be at the top of the recruitment list. And what that is so for when a new player or a seasoned player is looking for a clan, there's a clan vendor, and the clan vendor will, put the list of eligible, shadow clans that you can join, and if you're in the top 10, you get a higher spot. You see what I'm saying in that, and it's not always in order. So it's like never 1, 2, 3, press 10. They don't do it that way. But you will, if you're like we're the B team's number 1 right now. So we will all on clan recruitment. We show up at the top spot or close to the top spot. You see what I'm saying? And it's the same way with like it's usually like the top 20 clans are usually the ones that show up on the first page. So, that makes a huge difference for recruiting. So that's what I'm getting at there. So that's why you want to maintain like a top 10 or a top 20 clan is for recruitment purposes. Like you can't recruit, without help. And every little bit helps, whether it's the game telling people, when they're eligible to join the clan, hey, look, here's some of the best clans that you can join, or here's the clans that you're eligible to join. And, it gives them options. So the other part about recruitment too is I don't talk to people. You know what I'm saying? Like I know that a lot of people, like what I just did, like probably aggravated some people. Like, oh God, he just like didn't talk to somebody just for a clan. They'll hit accept, and then I'll welcome them. I'll be like, hey, what's up, man? You know what I'm saying? How's it going? Welcome to D team. That's just that's just how it goes. You all don't realize, like, like in the thick of things, how bad recruitment can be sometimes. Oh, it's Boltcasters this time. Sweet. So these will go pretty quick. Thank goodness it's Boltcasters. These are very... Like, I'll have that 1,700 before I probably kill the first enemy, see? And it'll just pile up from there. I just need this to be rank 2, but I might take it at rank 3. No, I need either Gust Towers. The next one will more than likely be Gust Towers, and it'll probably be over here, left-hand side. I will be very shocked if it's on the bottom. But, it's recruitment is imperative in order for you to keep your clan alive. Okay, and remember what I told you in yesterday's episode. Every 7 weeks, you're going to lose 10% of your clan. You know what I'm saying, to attrition. Roughly 5 to 7 people are going to, or 5 to 10 people are literally going to lose interest in the game or lose interest in the goals of the clan, even if you're at the highest level. You know what I'm saying? Like with us, like with B Team, we still recruit. You know what I'm saying? We still have to recruit every cycle. People go away. You know what I'm saying? Real life, man. You can't help it. I was talking to my buddy Arcadius earlier. I'm trying to find out if and when he wants to if he wants to transfer over. Let me see if he's replied back to me. No, no reply. He must be working. I have really good friends. You know what I'm saying? Like really solid ass friends who I love to death. And he plays this game. He's a crusader like me. We started out together. But he's on the server I was originally on. And well, I'm completely on a different server. So we don't need to play together no more. I'm trying to coerce him into joining this server. I think the better terms, coax him. Hey, we're doing better on Ray Ray. But yeah, today is just, you know, again, it's triple start day, and I didn't get started correctly, so I'm gonna have to go back to West March and start correctly. Jump up here, make sure ain't nothing in the way. Okay, so there's a 4. There's my last 4, and then I'll work on this one. A little close there, buddy. A little too close for comfort, but it's okay. So, like, again, why do I play this game? You know, like, exclusively on YouTube, why am I playing this game? Because when I have a lot of other games, I love this game. I really appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? I have paid a lot of attention. This is one of the very few games that I've literally sunk my teeth into, like, completely. And it's hard for me to do that, like, on a, you know, basis of, like, being real with you guys. Like, it is really hard for me to go, oh, yeah, you know, I'm gonna dedicate thousands of hours to a video game. You know, it doesn't happen very often, I'll be honest with you. And when it does, it is extra special, so I do love, you know, a good, you know, game. Especially since I didn't pay anything for this, you know, right out of the starting gate. Like, I could have literally played for free. You know, both my characters. Actually, I pretty much played my other character, this character, for free. Oda, I've spent in the ranges of $500 to $750 over 3 years on, with battle passes and cosmetics and of course, you know, buying a couple packs here and there. Like, I didn't go, oh good, I didn't go balls out. I'm actually really ahead. To be 1,200 ahead, that's really good. So I didn't, you know, I didn't exorbitantly spend in this game like a lot of players did, which I really wish I would have. Just a little more. You know what I'm saying? When I had it. But I don't have it, and you don't, you know, you don't operate a champagne diet on a beer budget. That's what my daddy always told me. So if you can't afford something that's exorbitant, then don't pretend like you can. And 12K is exorbitant. Hell, even 5K, it's exorbitant. Half that is exorbitant. It's a fucking insane amount of money. Like, just to hit, so to give you guys an example, like most of these guys, and this is a respect thing, you know, coming from another player, you know what I'm saying? That's full of respect. This is a respect thing. Some of your 5K players, actually most of your 5K players, have put in over 10 grand in this game alone. Okay, just to reach 5,000 rezo. You know what I'm saying? In most, I'm not gonna say all of them, because there have been some lucky ass people out there. So, and a lot of that is it's duplicate gems. You know what I'm saying? Like it's the cloning. You need copies of gems. That's what kills you in the long run. And why so many people right now are hurting in the resonance department is like they went. Some people, a lot of folks went directly in and said, "Oh, I'm just going to do straight 5-star gems." Like they didn't, like they didn't look at the 2 stars or the 1 stars. They just said, "Hey, I'm going to choose the 5-star gems," and they went right at it. 5-star gems don't have a very high drop rate. As a matter of fact, they have an impossibly low drop rate to get one of them, let alone the one of them that you need as a clone. And sometimes you need multiples just to rank up a level. I mean, I can tell you, like, right now, for me to rank up most of my 5 stars to the next rank on this character, I need 4 copies to go to the next rank on 3 of my gems. That is, it's going to be a while before I get those, you know? Um, but in the same sentence, yes, you can build them with Telleric pearls, but unless you're Johnny on the spot with the purchases and doing all of the events, and what I purchases is that there's packs that'll have Telleric pearls in them, like good gobs of Telleric pearls, and you can buy them for in a pack that'll come with like 20 or 30 of them for $50 or something like that, plus some orbs or some crests. Those are help you along your way of choosing the clones that you want. But yeah, there's no there's no standard drop rate for those things. They don't, like there is, it's like 0.5% or 1% or 5% or something like that. Actually, I think it's 5% and then a 0.5% chance after that of it being a 5 out of 5 star. Do you see what I'm saying? So it's very, very low drop rate. I have no 5-star gems. Like I have 5-star gems, but I have no 5 out of 5 gems. Just no, I've seen one. Okay, let me stop that. Stop myself where I'm at. I've seen one, and it was useless. Okay, this character has a 4 out of 5 gem. I think it's my Zwinsons, which a lot of people, cook this gem, but it's okay for PvE. You know what I'm saying? It's like not the best gem. The same thing with like Echoing Shade. The only reason why I leveled an Echoing Shade on this character is because I just got lucky and got like 4 of them to drop in the first, you know, um, few seconds of a double drop date. And I was like, oh shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, I really need to, maybe do something with those. And, I think you guys saw me do this on the first episode on here. When I was testing, I actually got the Echoing Shades and I converted them over to a rank 4. So, yeah, I love doing, like, I love the upgrade system as far as the gem is concerned. I think that they could have done better with the crafting system, and they do have a new crafting system coming out. So let's hope that it's kind of more along the lines of what a crafting system should look like for a Diablo game. Because in the past, they've had really good crafting systems, and then they've had some pretty shit ones, which don't exist anymore because they pulled them out of the game because they were really trashy. Like, really trashy crafting systems. Like, the first D3 crafting system was, oh, so bad. Some of y'all were there for that. Actually, most of y'all were there for that. I'll kill these. I gotta try to kill as many critters as possible to get this stupid reward. There we go. I can't turn those down, you know what I'm saying? Like, I have to do them because I need the beguiling dust for the upgrades. I'll be glad when I'm max out and I don't have to worry about the shit till the next set of upgrades comes, which will probably be next year. Because I already did the green slots. The green slots can go to, I think, rank 25 now. So I think it's only a matter of time before Legos go to like rank 40 or rank 50. I wouldn't be shocked if they pushed it to 40. Alright. This zone, I hate. I love and I hate. I love it because, like, it's easy to quest in. I hate it because I get caught farming. I get caught up farming when I should be, doing bounties. Yeah, it happens. What is farming? Killing things. Killing things and or collecting nodes is farming. Um, there's nodes coming to this game for the new crafting system. So, for those of y'all that don't know, the new crafting system has no explanation on what it's going to contain. But there are farming nodes coming to the game, so we'll be able to pick up like stuff to help us craft. And they said like elite mobs will also drop the reagents for it too. Pretty stoked, man. Pretty stoked. Oh, there's my Lego for the day. Oh, you mofo. I can catch you. Told you. Boom. 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 Alright, that's 3. And then scavengers will be 4. And you guys can see, like I said, I have a very easy system. Get you started in the morning, you know what I'm saying, or in the afternoon, whatever you have you. And it just makes life easier from there. I'm just trying to knock out as much stuff as possible. I don't like today. You guys, and I'll tell you this: like, I get broadcast exhaust like really easy sometimes. And I'm not saying like I have it right now, but I do get it. And there'll be sometimes I'll sit here, and I'm so happy to be doing what I'm doing with you folks, with you fine people out here on YouTube Live, and then all of a sudden it'll change. Like I will literally just be like, man, I'm done, but I trudge through it because, I have that, a little bit of mental endurance left in me still from so many years of doing, radio broadcasts. So, you just kind of tough through it. It's like, like when you reach the apex of the end of the day, like that's where I'm at right now. I've already done, like one character. I'm working on the second character. I'm coming down the pipe. I've probably got like maybe 15 minutes left before I'm, completely done. So, like that's what I keep in my head. It's like, it's just like 15, 20 minutes. If I can push it that long, I think I'll be okay. But it's almost time to do some things. As a matter of fact, let me check something too. Because it's a new week, and I did do ROE last night, so I think my badge did not go up, like not one bit. What the hell happened? I should be somewhere in the. Oh no, I'm on Ray Ray. Shit, is wrong character. I'm all like, yeah, I did ROE last night, and then I like go over and I like see the axes, and I'm like, wait a minute, that's Ray Ray, not Oda. Shit, I'll check before I log out so you guys can see. We're not logging out quite yet. Ain't there yet. Alright, so same thing goes here. So we have to fix something because I made a boo-boo. Sweet. Also, always make sure that you get the graphic, this graphic, because sometimes it won't shift over like it did immediately this time, but there's sometimes I've seen where like, I went from like Unseen 3 to Unseen 4, not that specific rank, but giving you an example. I went from one rank to the other, and I was still listed as the previous, so I didn't have the damage output. I didn't get the extra 0.5% damage that I had to work so hard. Boo. Alright, let's see if we got some upgrades this week. We probably did. Oda got some upgrades. I wouldn't imagine Ray Ray wouldn't. But then again, it's Ray Ray. Well, I did technically, but I'm not going to get rid of a triple. 2285. I'm not going to get rid of that either. Alright. Righty. And of course, Yakins. Bitch ass. Oh, not one. Oh, bro. That's an insult. I didn't get one Lego from Yakins' ass. So, red dot time. I hate them. You know what I'm saying? Like, we were talking about it earlier, too. Like, there's a bug with the Valiant Guardians. Yep, it's just Winds of Fortune. There's an issue with Valiant Guardians right now where, it, like, every now and again, we'll put the mysterious red dot of doom up. Did I get an upgrade? Nope. Folks, Ray Ray got slapped this week. Let's open that. Yeah, I didn't get shit. You know. Let me look here real quick. I might have already done this, but my brain doesn't remember. No. Always check your marketplace stuff. You're not always going to get what you want, but you'll get what you need. Yeah. That's the next one to go up. It's 26s. What's past 26? Nothing. Not right now, nothing. 30. But 30 doesn't give you an extra family bonus. So for those of you thinking that it does, it doesn't. There's no extra family bonus at 30. It just maxes out, and then once you get all your gear to level 30, enchanting unlocks. That's the next phase. Oh god, this is going to be like less than 5 minutes. You know. So once you get your enchanting up, then what it allows you to do is it allows you to fiddle with the substats of your character's gear, to where you can always change a substat on a piece of gear. You know what I'm saying? And it's there permanently. So like if you need, you know, more beneficial duration increase or more crit strike damage, you know, what have you, you can tweak those particulars. I'm not there yet because I'm lazy on farming. Oda is the closest. Oda has 4 ranked 30s, 1 ranked 29, and the rest are 27s. Because, you know, I'm that guy. I have a problem with, like, repetitive farming. You know what I'm saying? Like, I did it so much in WoW, I can't do it in this game. Like, there's a mental block there. So, like, I will not sit here and dungeon spam all day. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've got to do a little bit of this, a little bit of that, a little bit of this, I got to have some excitement in my life, man. You know, like, and doing dungeon spams isn't all that exciting. You know, like, especially since it's the same, you know, 8 to 10 dungeons I've been running for, you know, 3 years. So it just doesn't excite me. It's not as, you know, it's not as efficient, I should say, as, say, like raiding or, you know, doing events like Vanguard. I love Vanguard, by the way. I just didn't like last season's map. I thought it was booty. I'm really excited about Thursday to get my Vanguard back. That's where my missing levels are, honestly. For you all are asking, like, why is Oda, you know, always missing, always behind? Man, we haven't had Vanguard in almost 3 weeks. You know what I'm saying? So, Vanguard usually gives me about 2 to 3 extra levels. Sometimes 4, you know what I'm saying, depending on when I do it. You know, and so, you know, it's because I run it so much. I run it till the cows come home. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not just like, you know, I'm done after my 5. Like, I'll go help people. you still get XP for doing Vanguard. You still get gold for doing Vanguard. You still get, randoms from doing Vanguard. You can still pick up random Legos and random greens for doing Vanguard for helping other people. It's just not as a high of a chance. So, it's kind of sort of part of my routine, like my weekly routine twice a week. Like I do it with raids. I don't do T-Riffs. I don't like them. I know some people support the fact that it's supposed to have some of the best gear drops in the game, but I just can't bring myself to doing it. You know what I'm saying? Like I really can't. I think they're boring. You know, it's literally like port to a bot or port to a map. The map's got a little shadow in it that increases in size the longer and chases you. Basically, it increases in size and chases you until you get to a boss, which shows up at a certain point on the map, and in the process you've got to kill all these monsters while running to that specific point from point A to point B. And as you're killing monsters, you're getting more treasure chests, so on and so forth, which is then providing you with gems and all that other jazz. And yeah, I'm not a big fan of them. They take too long. You know what I'm saying? Like, they take anywhere from 5 to 7 minutes sometimes, and I'm like, I can do the same shit with Airband, and I don't even run Airband all the time, which is, I need to smack myself on the hands because that's why I'm suffering on secondaries. I'm not bad on secondaries. I'm just not where I feel comfortable. Like, I should have like 4K on all my stats at this point, and like I'm like 3,000 to 3,500, so I'm a bit behind, and so it's painful. I'm not gonna lie to people, it's painful. So we're on the last quest before we come down the pipe, folks, and wrap this episode up. Y'all might ask, like, is there anything else that I do, outside of this? I don't like I don't like dungeon spamming, because you hear me cuss a lot. You do. You'll hear me cuss a lot, because it gets stupid sometimes. It's not the players, and it's not the game, it's me. For those that are like, oh god, he's one of those, no, it's me. It's definitely me. It's not the players, it's not the game, it's me. Alright. So we're up 3 levels. We're go to our rank. Bada boom, Joey. I do not know if nope. It's not. Alright. 32. Perfect. That's what I need anyways. I need more of those. And I didn't buy anything on Oda either, I don't think. So we'll do the wrap up on Ray Ray and then wrap up on Oda and then call it a day. And the wrap up's literally just going in, making sure that I don't have any upgrades, salvaging, turning in anything that might be missing, see if I have any pets that I can collect, which I don't. Walking down, making sure I don't have any misidentified things, turning in my charms so there's nothing to identify. So I only got 1 charm for the week, which is ass. Usually you get like 3. Double checking once again, making sure that my marketplace items have not sold, which they didn't. And then placing myself in the basement, where I can easily access this tonight. And while we're down here, we're going to take a moment to try to run Path of Blood. I know I could do 69, but I'm going to challenge 70. Holy hell, I'm actually doing something. I can get pretty high on both my characters with these. It sucks because like our thing expected, or our cycle ended unexpectedly early last, well, I mean kind of expected, but unexpected on our behalf because it was like, an ass. Gotta try to kill the axe thrower because I can stay outside of good old AoE range here. Actually, I might be able to survive them just by burning them down. He's done. Hey, we did it. Alright, let's see if we can get to the next spot. So, the bigger thing is like just like having patience and not rushing everything, but also realizing that you're kind of squish because these guys have your number when it comes to damage output, and you'll see like once he starts hitting me, it'll suck for me. Like that hurt a lot, but I've got that life steal ability or life drain ability from Berserker's Wrath, or Wrath of the Berserker, sorry. And so that gives me a little bit of control in order to down this boss. You know what I'm saying? You also got to realize, like, you've got shields, but you don't want to stand still with this guy because he's dangerous. But damn, I hit him hard. There's like a big 200,000. There's another 200,000 hit, 120,000. So, again, it's just trying not to stand there. Like now I can sit there and take the damage because it don't matter at this point. I pummeled him. So we go to floor 80. I might actually get somewhere. I might actually get, oh, this guy. Yeah, I'm done. I'm toast. As soon as those hit me, I'm toast. I'm hurting him, but I'm not gaining any life in the process of, well, maybe I am. Oh, nope, done. Alright. Take it. You know what I'm saying? Take it. That was great. Well, I'm here. Let's get some extra credit. You know what I'm saying? Like, these guys can't be all that hard. And plus, my freeze works against them too, so. Oof, that hurt. That's what it's about, guys. So, I can do 79. Return to Coil Whispers. I probably just gained some Shadow rank too. Let's see. Already? Yep, I did. I'm now Whisper 1. That's awesome. I caught up to Oda on Shadow rank. Alright, cool. Awesome. So, Ray is literally only a few days behind on Oda. This is where I gotta be anyways. This is where I was heading. So, boom, boom. Whisper 1. Nice. Almost topped out. Oh shit, I still ain't done though. I knew there was a reason. Like, subconsciously, I knew there was a reason. Let's fix this. What do you say? We'll fix it, and then I gotta log back over to Oda to check something. Because I didn't do it. Yeah, I know what I did wrong. I forgot to send them out for their shadow contracts. Nice. Noise. Send. Ultimately, it's the same amount of time. So in 9 hours, I get to come back. Be like, yay! Oh my gosh. Oh, nice. Nice. Alright, so Ray is done. We'll go back to Oda real quick. and take a look at all of the goodies that we can buy. Because I know I didn't do this on Oda. I know I didn't do this on Oda. Oda is a touch higher. I think I'm actually on the same floor as Ray right now. I think we're both stuck on floor 80. I might be on 85. Who knows? It's me. I don't pay attention to that shit because I'm going to hit Whisper 4 regardless. Oh, God, yeah. Oof. So I prioritize things. So let's show you the prioritization right here. Boom, boom, 35, get them all. That's how I prioritize. Boom. There, 2200, and then all 10. There's your priorities right there. Some people like to go after the reforged stones. I'm indifferent about it. I actually remember that I needed rubies. Now, why do you need rubies, Oda? Because I'm making a rank 5 or rank 6 ruby. I'm almost there. Remember, I said it yesterday, I needed to work on them. Why? Because I have 3 of them, 2 of those, and I'm stuck. Because I don't have the others. So by next week, I will more than likely have a rank 5 ruby. Or, yeah, a rank 6 ruby, sorry. Not a rank 5. I'm making a rank 5. I've already got 2 rank 5s. I'll have a rank 6. That's the next gem to get ranked up. Pay attention to your gems. They're very important. These secondaries are stupid important. So now that I got those done, let's do a little dance. Probably just got another quest from doing the gems. Yeah. Cool beans. New battle pass feature unlocked. It just wants you to look at it. Hey, look, you got a new quest. Kill 120 elite monsters. Farm. That's what it's telling you to do. And then it's the same here. Just salvage. Upgrade. Boom. You should almost, on every character, if you're doing it right, you should be able to make 1 to 2 of those a week. Wait, we don't want to do that. We want to extract. Exactly. Yeah, you just don't risk it. Make 1 to 2 a week. You'll sell them for, between like $7.50 and $8.50. Don't worry about what the market reaction is going to tell you, because this is never going to compare this to the actual abilities on your stone. So just set a price. I usually do about anywhere from $7.50, $8.50, $900, and then walk away. It'll sell. And if it doesn't, then lower the price by 1 tick, and it'll sell the next shot, and then you'll make more money. Oh, good. I do have familiars I can buy and upgrade. Hey, this is the fun part. This is my. I didn't get this on Ray because I didn't apparently earn enough battle points. Battle pass points. Alright, there you go. Looky there, folks. Looky there. Alright. So, last but not least, going to the familiars. Excuse me. Ooh. Yeah, you all got to finally hear me drop a quad. Y'all don't understand, man. There's more room out than there is in. To show you guys how this works, we just take our triples if we have any, and that's what we're looking for. So we've got 2 of those guys, 2 of those guys, 2 of those guys, 3 of those guys now. And those rocks, yeah. So watch. We just hit the mother load. Convert. So we're going to take our Veyrogs, and we're going to take him, since he's a 3, and we're going to convert and see what we get out of this. What do you say? Did we get a legendary pet? Continue converting. Oh, no. We'll pull him out. Alright, so what's the next one? the dog. All right, same thing. You just go in, convert. The strongest one needs to be on the far right hand side. All right, so Quake Strider, and then there's one other Quake Strider that I have is fairly decently strong. Confirm. You see how he's on the far right hand side? Convert. Let's see what happens. See if we get a powerful. So this one had 1 star. Oh, I got a 3-star Aberrant. So we'll confirm. And I got a 1-star Quake Strider. So I got an Aberrant out of it. So I got 2 pets. All right. And then again, you just kind of hunker down, look for triples. Nothing there, no big deal. Move over to your Aberrants. All right, because again, you want copies. You know, that's what we're looking for. We're looking for copies of our Aberrants. All right. So I do have an Aberrant Bayrog, but it has the trait on it that I need. So I'm reluctant to screw with it. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it's okay. It's okay to be reluctant. You know what I'm saying? If you don't feel comfy with doing something, as a matter of fact, I have 2. I have this one, and this one, and then this one. If this one actually might be able to convert. So hold on a second. Let's see what it costs. All right, real quick. So, because I've never done an Aberrant. I've got 2 that are really close in nature. So we'll go here, convert, and then Quake Strider. Where's the other one? Oh, he's locked. Shit. Alright, let's fix this. I got one that's stuck, and I think it's him. Or it's the other one. Yeah, he's locked. So let's see what this does. Oh, he's on an expedition, so we can't do anything yet. Shit. Shit. Where's my cat? I'm screwing my pets all up. He's new. Maybe he's just there. I think I might put one of my Aberrant pets, like Mirjin, in instead. Because he doesn't have, like, these abilities aren't turned on. Now, with the Mirjins, they are. You know what I'm saying? Because it's a yellow. He's a yellow. And as long as I don't lose, my fear is losing these, any of these. I use all of them, you know, so I don't want to lose those. That's why I'm like really skittish about changing my pets out, because I don't want to lose those. I use them in the field a lot. So, all right. Well, you guys got to see that. I'm going to go ahead and get off here. Love, peace, and grease. Y'all have a good one.